Good morning, Canyons Radio.
Test mic test.
How's it going?
Test mic test. Test mic test.
We are going to go live,
Looks like yours is hot. Mine is
and this is going to be Cougar News. It's first live stream broadcast, guys.
30 seconds.
So, we have a good wrap up. We have a good show today.
20.
So, let's get it started, right? So, yeah, I'm just going to be talking on a rant for a little bit. 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take camera. Cue. Camera's on.
Uh,
Here we go.
it's, hold on. Hold on. We're not getting anything, guys. I don't know if they're live streaming right now or whatever is going on, but it's not happening. It is not happening. I'm gonna ask Xander if he can see what's going on, because there's no live stream, and we're live streaming right now, so there's no feed going on. I don't know what's going on. And, yeah, so you can also check us out on Spreaker.com. We also have our Facebook, which is Canyons Radio. We also have Instagram. We have our Twitter. What else do we have? We also have our Gmail, which is canyonsradio at gmail.com. We have our website, which is www.canyonsradio.com. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. We do have a couple shows going on. That's Film Reel, which is hosted by Matt Waig and Chet Severn. They bring on featured guests to talk about all the film-related news. We also have Out of Context, which is just hard news, and they talk about that hard news and just rant about all the news and we shall see what's going on with the live stream. And I don't see anything.
Go to our website.
I am on the website.
Cougar News.
I am on Cougar News. What do you?
Go to the actual website by itself.
So I'm going to Cougar News to see
the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Station and remains in custody. A backpack and vehicle search turned up no guns. Martinez remains in jail on $50,000 bail. If and when he is released, he will not be allowed to return to campus pending the outcome of disciplinary action by COC. To report any suspicious activity or threats on campus, you can contact Campus Safety by calling extension 3229 at the Valencia campus or 397.
In late August, a COC student was killed in a motorcycle accident on his way home from the Canyon Country campus. Funeral services for Ethan Robert Goad will be held tomorrow in Briseida at the Church of Christ, starting at 6 p.m. Goad was killed after authorities say he lost control of his motorcycle while traveling eastbound on Sand Canyon Road. Goad was transported to Henry Mayo Hospital, where doctors spent half an hour trying to save him. Goad had just started his first year of college and hoped to major in business.
Election season is back and with even more advertisement signs. But do they really help candidates? Taylor Enns has more.
Whether we like it or not, election season is almost upon us. And with it comes the controversial topic of political advertising. Tons of signs on the roads screaming for your attention, begging for your consideration to vote. For some students here at COC, it will be their first election with many decisions ahead of them. So I asked them the question on their minds, does this stuff really work on them?
No, I actually think it tears us apart.
Yeah. I can remember like one political slogan that was "Got Wilk." That's Scott Wilk. Yeah, that's the only thing I can really remember from walking around these streets. I think a lot of politics is just competition, but the people who really care about like what the issues are will just see all of that stuff. Like the bigger and showier your sign is, like the shallower the person actually is.
I just think that a lot of people are setting their views because I feel like a lot of like political views, political ideas come from the education that you grew up with, your family and friends, what you guys have talked about, what you've lived through and experienced.
While the opinions of how effective the signs are may differ, this student thinks that the signs aren't a total waste.
If it was something I am on the fence about, finding a specific topic at this moment, I couldn't find one, but if I was already like leaning towards one side but couldn't figure it out and there was a flashy billboard in front of me, it would change my mind and I would keep thinking about it after I drive past it, which is the point, is to keep thinking about it, day later, wow, that thing was funny, or wow, that was serious, or whatever. But
Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Taylor Enns.
A conference to raise awareness of human trafficking in California will take place in the University Center this Friday. The conference will be in room 258 from 8:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. Rachel Thomas, the director of Sowers Education Group and a survivor of trafficking, will be the keynote speaker. To RSVP for this free event, email civicengagement@canyons.edu.
A fast-moving brush fire broke out in the Newhall Pass Tuesday afternoon. The blaze forced the closure of Interstate 5, the Cowgrove Boulevard exit. It was first reported to officials before 4 p.m. on the freeway. Within an hour, the fire was contained to about 8 acres. The blaze was believed to be started by a vehicle fire. Officials have braced for this kind of occurrence as hot, dry weather is a concern. Several aircrafts were brought to the scene to fight the flames.
The Michael Hoffman Foundation held its 23rd annual Evening Under the Stars. Here's Erica Cheever to tell us more.
Pediatric cancer is the #1 killer of children. Frankly, that's unacceptable and it needs to change.
For children, the leading cause of death by disease is cancer in the United States, where every day over 40 children are diagnosed. The Michael Hoffman Foundation is here to help and support these patients and families make the fight just a little bit easier.
I'm sure that you will be just as touched as I've been each and every time I come to this event.
The foundation held its 23rd annual Evening Under the Stars at Biomedical Park in Valencia to raise money for research and support for the families. There was over 500 guests, and the foundation was hoping to raise $500,000 or more. The event had a silent and live auction where the front table sold for $10,000. If you would like to donate to the Michael Hoffman Foundation, please go donate to www.mhf.org. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Erica Cheever.
Hey Sade, do you know what's trending?
No, I don't. Here's Trevor with the scoop.
The bat signal is on in Los Angeles, but instead of the Caped Crusader showing up, rabid bats are. In the last few years, 28 rabid bats have been found in Los Angeles County, 8 in the Santa Clarita area, and some inside homes. Now, most bats do not have rabies, but if you see a bat flying during the day or lying on the ground, there is a chance it is infected. Contact with bats should be avoided, but if you find one in your home, try to trap the bat by placing a bucket over it and call animal control. And rain was expected on Tuesday, but surprise, it was another sunny day in Los Angeles. We are 5 years into California's drought, and it's likely it won't end soon. State officials have ended the emergency conservation mandates, but our lakes and reservoirs are still at an all-time low. Though water restrictions in most counties are now voluntary, it is our responsibility to conserve water. And getting a haircut is one of America's lesser talked about pastimes, but that could be about to change. If passed, Assembly Bill 1322 would allow barbershops and salons to serve an alcoholic beverage without a license or permit. However, the establishment will not be allowed to charge for the beverage and are limited to serving only one per haircut. Now, it's not about getting drunk, but about enhancing your haircut experience. And that's trending, and that's what's trending. I'm Trevor Anthony. For more stories in and around Santa Clarita Valley, you can check us out at cougarnews.com.
Oh, thanks, Trevor. There is always something going on in campus. This week, some students played games focused on the idea of texting and driving.
Approximately 4,000 people die a year from texting and driving accidents, whether it's they get run over or they get hit.
College of the Canyons Student Health and Wellness Center highlights the dangers behind those numbers.
The purpose of this event is just to kind of try to get people to pledge to not text and drive. We know that just by talking to students, they're not really going to pay attention. So we tried to come up with activities. So we have the dartboard game, and depending on where they land, it proves that they cannot text and drive.
These games can be entertaining, but they highlight real-life situations.
My brother was in an accident because he was texting. It influenced me that knowing that someone close to me got hurt, then it showed me that it can happen to anybody.
Rodriguez's brother is lucky compared to others who attempt to text while on the road.
The other activity we have is a wheelchair game, which we have a maze and they have to go through it while texting at an ideal speed.
These lifelike scenario games hope to get the message across.
After doing the test I just did, I know for a fact I'm no longer going to be texting and driving.
Rodriguez walks away, having taken a pledge to drive safe. For Cougar News, I'm Briseida Holguin.
Coming up on Cougar News, Santa Clarita teen is on a mission to bring out smiles.
Plus, COC football remains undefeated. Stay tuned.
Art
Video's gone. No, we're back. Go. No, we're on.
Art is love. Art is patience.
Talking now. Hi, back on Canyons Radio here. We're getting the live stream back up here. We are just going ahead and
Keeping Santa Clarita and its surrounding areas clean is a source of great pride to its citizens, never more so than to an area that might overlook. Here's more with Andrew Kelly.
This last Saturday marked the 22nd annual Santa Clarita River Rally, an event organized by the city whose goal is to involve the community in a river cleanup.
It benefits the whole community because we all enjoy the surroundings here in our community, and so every year all of these people come out to make a difference in the community that they live in. Sometimes we even get people outside of Santa Clarita that just want to come and help out.
In total, about 1,500 volunteers showed up to help the ongoing task in cleaning up the Santa Clara River.
Well, this is our 22nd year. So what we do is we take a portion of the Santa Clara River in Santa Clarita. So it's a once-a-year event in September, and we get as many of the community to volunteer as possible. They come out and they clean a portion of the river, take all the litter out of it. And then there's an environmental expo afterwards that there's exhibitors talking about water conservation and water quality and recycling and all of those important issues so they can learn information and get giveaway items from them.
Over the past 22 years, over 410,000 pounds of debris have been collected from the riverbed.
depending on the area and how much trash there is, it's anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000 pounds per year that we clean up.
Additionally, Starbucks and Krispy Kreme has teamed up to sponsor the event by handing out fresh coffee and free donuts. Volunteers who join this event are greeted by the mayor and other city officials.
And this river rally is an absolute case in point, something for all of us to come together, do good things together, and enjoy and feel a part of our city.
And at the end of the hike, volunteers may cool down at the Environmental Expo, where snow cones are given away and gifts are handed out to celebrate a job well done. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Andrew Kelly.
Paul Orfilia, the founder of Kinko's, speaks on creating a career in the 21st century. Josh Thomas has the story.
Friday, Kinko's founder Paul Orfala hosts a business seminar at College of the Canyons.
It's my pleasure to be able to introduce Paul Orfala.
Mr. Orfala gives his advice to the next generation of entrepreneurs while throwing in a couple of jokes here and there.
Long, complicated business plans. Simple. Make it on one page. You might have to go to Wall Street and they might want 50,000 pages, which I'm very happy to Xerox for you. But
he references drug dealers to emphasize how the young generation has more ambition and drive to succeed in the business world.
Drug dealers, they know how to hustle. And they know rejection. You think I'm kidding you. They know how to sell. They know what. They see the customer, they say, I think you're addicted, your price just doubled. I hate to break your heart and tell you that's business skills. Don't become a drug dealer. But if we could ever harness the skills in the inner city to have the folks realize how innately bright they are. I am always baffled at the business students at USC, and I say, well, wow, these MBAs, they would never think of going out and hustling a hot dog out there. Don't become a drug dealer. I could tell when your mom was shaking her head. I don't want.
There are a lot of great tips Orfala gives during the seminar, such as advising the public on how to start and operate a successful business in today's day and age. For the full video, check it out on our website at cougarnews.com. For Cougar News, I'm Josh Thomas.
A local teen has started an organization to help combat the pressures of stress and anxiety and mental illness. Daniel Rodriguez was inspired by his own struggles to start the Sunshine Project in hopes of brightening someone's day. Reporter Sammy Giebers has a story.
What could I do to help out people who are like me? Because I don't want anyone to feel the way that I did.
Daniel Rodriguez, a local 17-year-old, started his own project to bring a little sunshine to someone's day.
I thought they were perfect. If I'm trying to make people feel better and brighten their days, I was like, why not a sunflower? Because it's kind of like a play on words. It's brighten their days, sunshine.
And over the summer, the Sunshine Project was born, aimed towards
people with anxiety and depression, to help those who are having, bad days.
To brighten up a bad day, Daniel makes special deliveries.
Really excited to, make her day brighter. It's been a long day for me, but doing my deliveries always picks up my day because it's just really nice to see their reaction.
And bring sunflowers to the doorsteps of people who are nominated.
Hey, Lindsay.
Oh, you're so cute. They just make their day by giving them just a sweet little happy sunflower.
This project didn't come from out of the blue. Daniel struggled with insecurities and anxiety throughout high school.
I feel like I let it control me, because I didn't really understand it. I just thought this is how it's going to be, and this is how, I'm just another statistic of another person that's not normal.
So he took matters into his own hands and started the project, brightening days.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And delivering 100 flowers so far.
I wish someone had done this for me. Someone had reached out and said, you're not alone.
To donate, ask questions, or nominate, you can go through the Sunshine Project's GoFundMe page. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Sammy Giebers.
Hey, did you catch the Emmys?
No, but it looks like the show with the White Bronco is making a run for it.
Here's Zachary Aloe with entertainment.
Thanks, ladies. Last weekend, Hollywood's best and brightest television actors gathered on the red carpet for the Emmys. It was a night of glitz and glamour as many stars strut their stuff for the cameras. Big winners of the night included Game of Thrones, who took home a win for Outstanding Drama Series, as well as wins for Outstanding Writing for a Drama Series and Outstanding Directing. Veep also took home wins in Outstanding Comedy Series, also win in Outstanding Lead Actress. The people of O.J. Simpson scooped up wins in several categories, including Outstanding Writing for a Limited Series, Movie, or Dramatic Special, as well as Outstanding Actor and Actress in a Limited Series or Movie. We're all starting to see Halloween decorations being sold at stores and costume advertisements being put out. It's only September, but it seems that Halloween is already creeping up on us. Magic Mountain has already started up its Halloween festivities. Sammy Giebers takes a look.
Still early in the year, but everyone is getting ready for Halloween festivities.
Because I'm scared? Oh.
This past weekend, Magic Mountain had its Fright Fest debut.
It's been fun, everybody walking around trying to get us. They haven't got me yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
And the park has several new additions to this year's agenda.
This year we have the new Suicide Squad, the Fright Fest experience, and that is in our DC Universe area. And we also moved Aftermath, and we've made it even bigger. Instead, the new area in the back of the park is called Aftermath 2, and it's just so much fun. It's way bigger, it's way scarier, and people just know that every year we're going to increase our scares.
We're about to go into our first maze. We're expecting to see a lot of horror and also a lot of fright.
Several scare zones and mazes will make you feel as if Halloween is coming a bit early this year.
We have scare zones, we have 7 scare zones, and we have 7 mazes. Every maze has its own theme, and even our scare zones have a very unique theme. And we really are committed to bringing up the scare and the innovation. Don't trust me, I'm a witch!
So whether you're ready for monsters, jokers, or jump scares, Halloween is right on your doorstep. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Sammy Giebers.
Some fresh tunes dropped last Friday that music fans have been eagerly waiting for. Hip-hop artist Mac Miller released his 4th studio album titled The Divine Feminine. Electronic dance music also saw new releases. Dylan Francis with his new track Anywhere, Calvin Harris's My Way, as well as the debut release of Nick Murphy, who you may know as Chet Faker, entitled Fearless. 2 streaming behemoths also received new music as both Tidal and Spotify obtained the rights to Travis Scott's new project, Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. Frank Ocean's highly awaited sophomore release, Blonde, was also made available on Spotify, however, has yet to be seen on Tidal. One of the most powerful couples in Hollywood, now just another pair headed to the town of Splitsville. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are divorcing after 2 years of marriage. The pair have been together for more than a decade, but didn't get married until August of 2014. In court documents, Jolie says she is divorcing Pitt for the overall health of the family. TMZ reports Jolie is fed up with Pitt's excessive use of marijuana and alcohol. Pitt calls the stories false. Jolie is seeking custody of the couple's 6 children. No truth to the rumor that Brangelina will be anywhere near COC this Friday, but don't let that keep you from seeing a solid foreign film in Hasley Hall. The 1959 French masterpiece 400 Blows is the latest installment in the Fall International Film Series. One of the defining films of the French New Wave, it displays many of the characteristic traits of the movement. The plot revolves around a misunderstood teenager in Paris whose parents and teenagers believe is a troublemaker. Where have I heard that before? The movie begins at 8:30 p.m. with a short discussion to follow. And that'll do it for entertainment. My name is Zachary Aloe. I hope you all have a great weekend. Throwing it back to you guys at the news desk.
Thank you, Zach. Still to come on Cougar News, take a look into one of Santa Clarita's new health center.
And Amy has a rundown of sports. Don't go anywhere.
Jeez.
This is Batman.
Hi, thank you for tuning in, and we are back. We're going to go on break here with the live stream, and we're going to go ahead and listen to my lovely voice right now. You are listening to Canyons Radio, and we have many, many exciting features for you if you want to tune in for our other broadcasts. We have Film Reel on Thursday, and we have Health Bar, Tech Talk, and Scumcast on Friday. So, if you'd like to tune into any of those broadcasts, we would be very happy to hear from you. Please go ahead and tag us on any of your social medias when you listen to one of our casts through Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat.
Get involved. Visit habitatscv.org and find out how you can help.
They've been very caring. They care about every single student that's in the class.
Yeah, everyone seems to be like pretty friendly with each other. Like, no one's really afraid to ask each other for help.
Working with other people, not being ornery, actually, listening to what people say, collaborating with them to create a really good product.
It's great to use the same stuff the pros use, especially at a community college.
Hopefully we give them a pathway to have their creativity showcased.
I've gotten a great education.
I love the access to equipment.
I've made lifelong friendships.
I have great teachers.
You're watching Cougar News.
Seeking organic food can be convenient by shopping locally. Betty Verilla has more.
It's been here for 30 years. Myself, I've been working for this Ventura County Certified Farmers Market for 8 years. There's flyers inside in campus, and we're on the local paper.
So we do everything from taking care of the hives, extracting the honey, we bottle all our own honey. My mom even puts labels on.
And this is just a little bit of samples of everything that you guys sell?
And we also do beef pollen.
And what is this used for?
You would eat it in any of your cold foods like yogurt, salads, smoothies. I eat it straight. I don't add it to anything. And the reason you want to eat it is because it's good for your digestive system.
And how long have you been coming here to the farmers market?
Oh, since it was down below and since it very first opened.
So about 23 years ago?
Yep.
Wow. What did you used to come for?
Everything that was in season that I use because I love to cook. So I use about everything that there is to use.
So you cook obviously very healthy.
Yeah, I do. We don't eat out much. Don't buy a lot of processed foods. None.
Can you taste the difference?
Yes.
How
well,
much
like the cauliflower is more nuttier flavor. It has more flavor. The onions are juicier and fresher.
So can you tell me a little bit about the different kinds of dates? It looks like you have 4 different packages. What's the differences?
Well, the medjool date is that's the traditional date. That's if you buy a date in a store, you're buying the medjool. And all these other varieties have been developed off of seeds from a medjool. So that's the medjool is the old ancient date. And these other varieties have been developed by our farm. And they basically take a bunch of seeds from medjools, and out of a couple hundred seeds, you'll get one viable variety. And then from there, most of them, they're propagated from pupping. Like so at the base of the palm tree, you'll get another small tree. So it takes once you get a pup, it takes about 25 years before you get your first date. So it's a very, that's why it's a 4th generation farm.
If we need a date, go to you then, right?
Yeah, I'll even take a shower.
Oh, everybody ought to get out here and come. It's a nice way to socialize. We come out and have our breakfast. It's a nice way to start your day and shop and meet people.
Well, that was a taste of the farmers market. Reporting for Cougar News, I'm Betty Varela.
COC Art Gallery is hosting their first professional exhibit of the semester. Tim Strong has more.
COC Art Gallery opened the academic season with another special exhibit. The gallery, found on the first floor of Mentry Hall, features multiple art shows with work done by both students and professionals. Gallery director Larry Hurst explained the purpose of the art shows to Cougar News.
Well, we do several shows every academic season, and we do a lot of professional artist shows, solo shows for professional artists, so that our students can see the work, engage with the artist who comes in to speak.
The current exhibit runs through October 6th and was done by professional artist Ed Flynn. Larry Hurst explained the idea behind the exhibit.
Also an artist that uses found objects in his work, which is a technical art term, actually, which really kind of came about because of the Cubists, Picasso and Braque and those guys, who really invented the form of collage that we all pretty much familiar with now.
Stay tuned for the next gallery exhibit, which will have a noticeable difference.
Night and day from this show. This is a little bit funky in approach, and the next show is very polished. So it's another way to make art, a different kind of art, and using industrial paints, automotive paints.
For Cougar News, I'm Tim Strong.
Cougars football had a tough loss this weekend. Here's Temitayo with sports.
The Canyon Cougars traveled to Yorba Linda High looking to continue their win streak against the Fullerton Hornets. And what they found was their first loss. Led by Jordan Hoy, the Hornets continued their undefeated season. Hoy threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for another in the second quarter. Hornets led 45-7 at the end of the half of the game by blowing out the Cougars 59-14. COC hopes to get its game back Saturday when they play favored Long Beach. Saugus High made history Friday night, beating Ventura High, now 4-0 for the first time under Coach Bourne. Saugus QB Nathan Eldridge threw 2 touchdowns, completing 17 of 28 passes for 119 yards. His favorite target tight end, Daniel Gilmartin, finished the game with 7 catches for 40 yards. Ventura found life late in the fourth quarter. However, fate was decided as Tyler Hampstead secured an onside kick. The Centurions fought to the end, winning 17-14, led by Coach Byrne. Here's Coach with how he's going to enjoy the win.
Committed to preparation for this game, and it's just kind of like the volcano that erupted at the end. You know, it's just time to enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 24 hours.
Seattle High stole a win from Newberry Park Friday night with the unexpected absence of Oklahoma commit Cameron Rising. The Vikings defense took advantage of every opportunity given by the Panthers. Aaron Thomas threw 2 touchdowns, 1 to Zion Dunson, going for 28 points in the first half. Moises Haynes had 3 touchdowns, showing versatility in both the passing game and the running game. Coach Larry Moore told Cougar News that with all the good teams the schedule permits, Vikings must take advantage of every opportunity. Here's Coach and Moises with more.
I thought our kids did a good job. I think in the passing game, I thought we threw the ball pretty well, and we were running the ball well too. But I thought our slots, Kyle Quintal did a great job making some big plays down the field for us. You know, got us some momentum early.
We won't get like big heads or anything. We gotta go in, focus. We have practice tomorrow morning, and we just gotta keep grinding.
Canyon High School also walked away with a win last week over Highland High School of Palmdale. Highland jumped out to an early 14-0 lead thanks to a pair of touchdown runs from Kamaje Tippin and DeAndre Smith. But Canyon would not get discouraged as Brian Devereaux answered back with 2 touchdowns of his own. Canyon ultimately would go on to win the game 21-20 thanks to a remarkable blocked PAT attempt from Cole Manclaw. Canyon is currently 3-1 on the season. Thanks to Golden Valley's stifling defense, they also made history this week with a 4-0 start, beating Agora Heights 45-10. Hart's non-league victory over Antelope Valley pushed them to a 3-0 start. Charles Ike was all over the field, ending the game with 12 tackles on the best side of the ball for the Indians. End score was 27-7. West Ranch was bad against Thousand Oaks. Luckily, the Wildcats running back Jake Rice had a great game with 167 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Thousand Oaks coach Mike Laban credited Rice, saying that back is a great back, and he did a great job. 28-14 Cats. A third of the way into the season is mixed for our Cougar soccer teams. The women have represented well with a 5-2 start, beating Valley College 3-0 in their home opener. Men's Cougar soccer team also played Friday against Hartnell. The game was tightly contested until the second half, where Hartnell seized control. 3 goals they scored. To avoid being shut out, the Cougars scored their only goal in the 82nd minute, losing 3-1. Sunday, the Cougars bounced back against Kumozi, winning 2-1. Tonight, they play Long Beach to continue their climb to a 500 record. And that is it for sports. Back to you at the news desk, ladies. Thank you.
Thanks, Temitayo. Henry Mayo State-of-the-Art Fitness and Health Center is open for business. Bryant Iriarte has the story.
Henry Mayo Fitness and Health Center celebrated its grand opening on Town Center Drive, welcoming SCV residents with music, ice cream trucks, and tours of the brand new facility that is a first of its kind.
This is the first medically integrated fitness and health facility in Santa Clarita, in addition to a traditional fitness center with a pool and exercise equipment and classes. We also offer physical therapy services here, and we also have 2 community education classrooms. So we're teaching classes on healthy eating and stress management and those kinds of things.
And for local residents like Joseph, these services are important in maintaining a healthy, long life.
For me, it's very important because I have the past 10 years, I have double bypass. So exercise for me is very important for my rest life. That's what I'm here.
According to the facility's fitness director, Adnan Haider, members will receive much more attention to their health than they would find at their local gym.
We have cardiologists, physicians, physical therapists, and personal trainers all working hand in hand for our members' health and wellness. So oftentimes we do see members who partake in the fitness facility and then they go into physical therapy and they rehab some of the dysfunctions that they have. So we're an overall health and wellness facility, and again, the first of our kind to do this in Southern California, very monumental.
And for any health professionals looking for employment, Henry Mayo Fitness and Health Center are on the lookout.
We are currently hiring. We're hiring for select positions. We're looking for personal trainers, group fitness instructors, and also certified massage therapists is a big demand in our facility.
For Cougar News, I'm Bryant Iriarte.
That does it for this edition of Cougar News. I'm Briseida Holguin. Remember, you can catch us on the web at cougarnews.com.
And I'm Sade Easterling. You can also send us news tips and story ideas to our Twitter, handle @COC_Cougar News. Have a great night, everybody.
All right, guys, that was Cougar News. Thanks for tuning in. If you did tune in, I'm Josh Matthew T., your host. What was that? Oh, yeah, and in case you missed anything, check us out on cougarnews.com, or you can also check us out on canyonsradio.com. Yeah, that was about it. Thanks for tuning in.